here I am at the top of the trail and the blue trail. I just can't get out of my own way. I took 2 Benadryl last night and I wasn't even thinking about it. Most times I just take 1 because it puts me in such a fog and I had a really hard time waking up. So time to hit the trail. It's a sad day knowing that my feet are as dry as they've been, and now I have to sacrifice that in one way or another. Well, I just walked across there facing upstream and just got my feet soaked. I'm gonna have to hike it off. That's the cascade. It's powerful. It's beautiful. But just the time it took for me to decide how I was gonna go across, you know, slowed me down enough. I'm not worried about it, but at the end of the day, maybe I don't need to push. So there's a sun shower of sorts. I mean, it's cloudy, but it doesn't look like the type of cloudy. There's the sun. It doesn't look like rain cloudy. It just looks like white overcast cloudy. And I can see some blue skies up there, but it's a sun shower. Hi, dog. Where's your owner? Look at this. A rescue dog. So I'm 99.9% positive this is airport lookout, and that looks like an airport, so that makes sense to me. Beautiful. Imagine owning that home, or any one of those homes or farms. I was starting to go off trail, and then I turned the corner, and I'm sure somebody's stuff is under that tarp. It seems like somebody might live out here in this area. I really don't know if somebody lives here and that's their stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised. You know, we're close enough to a road, and when people live out here, and they do, that's what they usually do, is stay in areas that are close to the road. There's what I would assume is more of that person's stuff. Trash, I don't know, that could be from hikers or day hikers. Maybe everything I just saw up there is just trash from people coming up here and partying. There's a laundry basket up here. It looks like a water jug. This is the trail of trash, which is really unfortunate because this section is beautiful. All of Vermont's beautiful, but somehow there's a lot of plasticware being littered on this part of the trail, in between whatever lake I was just going by and this road I'm coming up on. Yeah, this is all weird stuff. Cold and flu Tabasco sauce. I don't know whether that's shampoo or whatever the hell that wand is. I don't even know what's going on out here. The saddest part about all this is somebody abandoned Baby Yoda out here, and that really depresses me. I can't keep filming it. I'm just amused and hypnotized and enamored by it. I mean, that's like a soup can with a string and a plastic lid and a towel and liquid IV. I can't tell what's going on. I think it's just people come up here for the day and leave their stuff. I keep expecting to turn the corner and see whoever it is that owns all this stuff, but I think those people have just come and gone, and you know, it's just a popular area to come up because it's close to the road. I can't carry all this stuff out for everybody, but it would be nice if somebody did, a better person than me. Well, that could be the spot that got me. I just zigged when I should have zagged. I think the trail goes more along that way, and I chose to come this way. I tripped over something over here, and my right leg went over in front of me, and my left foot went back. But as I went over these rocks, I rolled my ankle, and I felt it roll, and I exclaimed fuck a couple of times. I'm not in extreme pain. Clearly I'm standing up, but I can feel it putting weight on it, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Now my body's in shock. Make it down to this road, go to that deli, and see if I may have to fucking go into Rutland after all. I might be done. Gonna have to sit with this and see how it feels. But the big thing with something like this is, no matter what I can do today, waking up tomorrow could be a whole different story. So even if I get to stay on trail and make it to that shelter, I mean, I can tell just by stepping, my ankle isn't perfect. So maybe I just rolled it, but it's gonna swell up and it's not gonna love hiking. You know, best case scenario, I'm hiking with an injury in my left foot. So I don't know, maybe I can get an ankle brace. I don't know, we'll see, to be continued. Jesus, I hate these bridges that bounce. Ah! 99% sure last year when I was hiking with somebody for a few days, they were behind me and they jumped to make it bounce more than it needed to. I never asked them about that, but I hated it. But yeah, so in the summer you can go down there and people do and enjoy the water, but they say obviously there's rapids, so be careful not to get swept away from the rapids. And I forget what it's called, but this is that spot, and it is beautiful. I mean, go look at it. I assume the water's low right now because of the bouncy bounce. I didn't really film out there. I don't really fit in here to turn around, and it's starting to rain. I'm backing out. I missed my opportunity to really film this thing. But back to my ankle for a second, because I don't know how I feel emotionally. Physically, I've rolled my ankle. It's not great, but for right now, knock on wood, you know, I'm able to walk. I feel it with every step. It feels off. You know, the first thing I did after I screamed, ah, and then said, fuck, because I knew what I had done, the first thing I did was go into my hip pocket and get an Aleve. I have plenty of ibuprofen and Aleve. It's only so much you can take though. So I rolled my ankle. So getting back to my original thought, I can walk, whether I'm gonna like to all the time or not, I can walk. The question is, when I have to rock hop, you know, my ankle's unstable, I rolled it. It just feels wonky. I can put weight on it. I have all my weight, 200 plus pounds, and God only knows how much this pack weighs. You know, it's just, am I gonna be able to do water crossings? Am I gonna be able to walk across logs when I have to? I'll get an ankle brace as soon as I can. I don't know if that'll be here, probably not, or if I can make it to Killington, there's a outfitter there. Maybe I'll get it there. We'll see, to be continued. But the plan is to go to this gully right now. It's starting to rain. That's bad for morale. And then I think no matter what, no matter how I feel, I think the smart thing to do is just go to the first shelter. So I'm leaving the Grouchburg Deli or whatever it is, the Grouchburg Market. It's behind me. And it was great. I charged both my battery banks up to 3 bars, whatever that is. You know, could be a little less, could be a little more. I charged my phone up to almost 90%, 88% I think. And the GoPro, which has been the death of me today, I think it got me in trouble. I charged that. So I just rolled my ankle. I have a little bit of swelling underneath the outside of my left ankle. For now, that's what it is. I'm walking on the road. And it feels wonky, it feels off. But until I step on the wrong rock, you know, I'll be fine. That's beautiful. Other than the power lines obstructing the view, that's amazing. Just today's been a weird day, and I feel like I'm in that state of mind where now I'm looking for excuses or looking for things to blame. But it was just my fault ever since I woke up, not being able to get out of my own way or have a clear thought. And then I talked to that girl and her dogs and I like them, that was nice, but then I'm just shooting stupid videos and getting distracted by that trash and just not really paying attention like I should going down that hill. And I've fallen a million times. But it's just a reminder, people get hurt on this trail, and I've fallen and I've gotten hurt on trails. I'm just stubborn and I have a high pain tolerance, and I don't want to jinx myself, but I'm just hoping I'll be able to walk with this rolled ankle. You know, the nature of what I'm doing doesn't really give it time to heal. I feel like this is a trailhead right up here. It's a short ride. So a maintainer, he was a really nice guy. He gave me a ride to the store, saved me a mile. But then he was telling me about a shuttle off of Route 4 on the north side of Killington if I want to go to Rutland that way. And he was saying it goes to the hostel, the Yellow Deli. And he was telling me about the work for stay. So I don't know if he's recruiting people for the Yellow Deli, but that's how it all started. I'm in the Yellow Deli vortex, whether I realize it or not. That girl on the trail mentioned the Yellow Deli. She wasn't pushing it. She just mentioned it when I told her I was going to a deli. There's a deli in the Grouchburg Market. That guy, he was gonna bring me into Rutland. And then I told him, no, I'm going to the Grouchburg Market. He was gonna bring me to the Yellow Deli. And then he seemed like he was really pushing it a little bit. So maybe that's why I fell and rolled my ankle, because I'm in the Yellow Deli vortex. Hoping it's just around that bend. I remember that whistle stop in that caboose cabin, so I feel like it's just around this bend. 1 mile road walk on a rolled ankle, and then a 1 mile, probably 700, 800, 900 foot elevation climb to Clarendon Shelter. These rock steps I've got to climb to get away from that Route 103 or whatever it is, Clarendon, or whatever town I just went to get up to the shelter. It's just a mile or so to the shelter, and I don't know if these rocks are a quarter mile, a half mile, or the whole way, but they're ridiculous. So even if I didn't fall down and twist my ankle, I wasn't going to really be making good time. I got to the road at like 2:30. I was gonna get to that governor's shelter past 7, like 7:38, if I was doing amazing and I never fell and twisted my ankle. Hopefully all goes well, and hopefully I stop talking about it, but hopefully my ankle feels fine and I can keep hiking, and this is just a final exam test reminder to slow down and just take it as it comes. Today's been a weird day. The weather can't make up its mind. It rains, it stops, it rains, it stops, it's sunny, it's clear skies, it's sun shower, and the rain wasn't even in the forecast. I'm barely getting wet. That's why I haven't put my raincoat back on. I'm sweating my ass off, but just want to get to the shelter, press pause, and start over tomorrow. Black flies are terrible, or whatever these mayflies are. And then I just came up. This rock climb that I was just complaining about was 0.39. So this is just a different view of the airport. Beautiful mountain range. I have just a little less than 0.7 to go to the shelter. The black flies are absolutely ridiculous. I had a thought today that I need to wash my bug net, because I'm ready to put it on. I need to wash my bug net before I put it on. I think I'll pass out. It's been in my hip pocket forever. I haven't worn it since Alabama or Georgia, I'm willing to bet. It's been a very long time. Not since 2022. Whew. Slow and steady. I feel like I can keep going, and I'm hoping to wake up tomorrow feeling better, not worse. I might be slowed down, but I don't feel like I'm stopped. It's like a bad rolling your ankle playing basketball, and usually when I do that, I keep playing that day, the next day, and sometimes it's for the worse. And this isn't basketball, they're different, but the injury feels similar.